community,
They own that.
I'm gonna get my ass killed.
Facts.
But the
But
Nah,
that's
that
not
ignorance
the
was
that is
reality
happening
in
that's
your
a
today.
state.
fact.
That's so
Wait,
real.
y'all. You
Damn,
That's
got
hey
real. Hold
brother
on, I'm gonna
L,
be
hey
honest. I'm
Kev,
gonna be
that was a
honest, bro.
great
That's the
point.
problem with
I'll
our
be real,
room.
bro. So the aggression ain't from us because I promise you, bro, if any Spanish kid is or Mexican kid or whatever is in the hood, we embrace them, we show them love.
it's
But
That's
right,
not
our
a fact. You're
problem
not
that
Hey
we
stating
brother
from
ignorant
L,
fact.
in our
Because
hold
I
on,
was
own
beat
brother
up
Yo,
a
L.
bunch
selves.
of
yo,
times
Hold on, hold on,
because
respectfully,
hold on,
I
hold
was
on,
a
hold on.
black
it'll
listen,
go
female.
both ways.
listen,
Mike,
Can I
so can I
listen.
interject
ask
really
I
Mike?
hold
quick?
on, wait. I
He
promise
found
you.
out from Chicago.
I'm just speaking
I'm
on
in the
my experiences.
stage.
I've been living in Chicago 29 years, bro. My entire life, bro. I see Latin Kings come around, GDs, Stones, fucking any type of street gang, and if they not on no negative shit, they get love, bro. But I promise you, it's like a running thing. If you black and you go in these Spanish neighborhoods and you deal with they women. Now I would say kind of black women, they don't kind of deal with that if they dealing with a Spanish man. But if you a black man dealing with a Spanish or a Latina woman, you going over there see her, you lucky if you make it out that motherfucker alive. So they definitely making it clear it's a difference. That's
So can
all I'm
I
saying.
explain
Hey,
why
ill.
though?
That's
Hey, ill.
Because
But
a
Can
it's
lot of people
definitely
talking
a
out their
difference
Ooh,
feelings.
can I
also
speak
between
on
the
that?
say something?
lighter
I can also
Hispanics and
explain.
darker
So,
Hispanics.
Yo, a
help.
lot of
I can
people
also
talking out
explain
their
real
feelings,
quick.
but they don't got no facts, right? So you want to understand why is it that Latinos be so racist? Well, here's why. Because a lot of y'all don't understand the history, right? I've had chat rooms like this, and a lot of people aren't aware of a lot of this stuff. See, over here in America, what blacks experience with the light skin versus dark skin, and you had the field Negro and the house Negro, right? All that stuff, and then you had lighter skins being treated better than the dark ones. Well, we had that for 200 additional years before y'all got it in America, but on steroids, right? So, first of all, you had the Christopher Columbus come and take down the indigenous, right? Mass genocide. You're talking about uh, uh, dogs eating women alive, pregnant, all
Yeah, the
kinds of stuff.
conquistadors, like, yeah,
So,
they came and they was
so,
on
so let
bullshit.
me so let me break it down. Let me break it down. What happened next, right? After you had the shortage of indigenous and all kind of torture methods being done on the indigenous that people don't talk about, not even Latinos, and that's why they're so damn ignorant, right? Not even the Latinos know a lot about that stuff. So check this out. Then they bring over who? They bring over
They needed
so
workers.
they needed workers, so they bring over the Africans, right? So then here you got indigenous who already started mixing with the Spaniards because they wanted to get a leg up on society because the more mixed you was, the better you got treated, right? But then here come the Negroes, right? The Africans, right? Then some indigenous were accepting. You see some of them, the Spaniards, even here in America, they said, listen, you enslave the blacks, we'll treat you better. Some of them decided to go along with the oppression. Some of them accepted them as family, right? But then if you mix with the Africans and you had this indigenous African mix, you was going to get treated
You're
worse in
black.
society. You had a caste system, right? Just like they have in India and in other places of the world.
A
So this
caste system. A
colorism
caste
divide.
system.
So a caste, right? So now check
There
this
you
out.
go.
Now you got all these divisions of lighter skinned and mixes, and now you got our own people trying to get up the societal ladder, and then they passing it on to their children as no, no, mijo, you don't mix with them because this and that is gonna happen. We're
Facts.
we're better, we're better than them, and this that, and the other. It's a self-hating, self-destructive mindset, and Latinos have in order to avoid the oppression and everything else, they hide the history, they lie to themselves, and they've
And
lied to
have
their
to choose a
children.
side.
Yep,
Hold on.
yep.
And they lied to their children, and then when they come over here to the Americas, they act freaking retarded, and they don't know nothing. They're ignorant, and they just doing it off of,
But
oh,
the thing is,
well,
we can't even accept ourselves when we have a kid that's have darker skin as well. The
exactly,
Cubans,
exactly.
if
So
if
you
you
gotta
look into
understand.
Cecilia, the
So
singer
let me finish
Celia
because this.
Cruz,
Let
she
me
wasn't
finish because
accepting.
this,
She was
sis. Let me finish because this history is important. So when you see Latinos that are retarded, is because we're retarded from slavery, from that is stuff that is worse in our own countries, right? Like I'll talk about El Salvador. You have Maximiliano Hernandez Martinez, right? This dude was the president. He's the one who started genociding the more pure-blooded blacks in the country. So for people, a lot of El Salvadorians don't even know that black people was ever in El Salvador. But then you're wondering why some of us is slinging and some of us got this weird hair texture that is curly as hell. But where did you get that from? You don't even know why you got the physical features that you got. So, but it's because we's mixed from indigenous and African Americans, and then we mix more with some lighter skin, the lighter skins that were left over from after the genocide. But a lot of us don't know a lot of this history, and we just think we just acting better than that, or we just better. Oh, we better than the blacks. But we got more self-hate amongst each other than even black people do. So
Preach.
it's a
Yep.
lot of stuff that because we're not communicating, and a lot of times when I try to explain this to the black community, and from both sides, really, I always get stoned. Why? It's this ignorance that's perpetuating in our minds. People don't
Yep.
learn history. They don't want to understand.
Because
They
people
just want
want
to.
to be
Yep.
divided. That's just what it is.
But
At the end of the
also,
day,
a lot of
No.
the Latinos from those countries that were heavily segregated, those are the ones that were able to come to the United States. A lot of I've been to Cuba. Cuba got more black folks than you imagine, but majority of the Cubans that are here that came over were light
Because if
skinned
you
or more
ain't white, you ain't right. And
European.
that's how it is on soap operas and
And
all
so
that.
those same racist
Yeah,
values
I
Watch
mean,
that
you
Well,
watch
episode
no,
we
tele.
you
did.
also
Yo,
you
you
also have
watch
to see.
Telemundo, you would think ain't
They
no
all
black
light
people
skinned.
over there.
Nobody's dark.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
the
Right, and
study in
that's what I was talking
Argentina.
about.
Unless they the
Just
main.
study
That's what I
Argentina
was
and how
talking
they
about when it comes
whitewashed
to Latin
Argentina.
media.
okay, hold on.
And so those same racist Latinos are the ones that are populating the United States.
Now, I do want to say that it's not just based on on how rich you are or what class you come from. Because
Yeah.
I'm from Nicaragua. My parents, they came over here because there was a communist revolution and a civil war. And that's the case for a bunch of countries in Central America. So when these people, they really came with nothing, because we already talking about like the poorest countries, on this side of the globe. But I will say that definitely within the Latino community, we don't have enough of ourselves who are trying to take that are not trying to take accountability of the culture, right? And because of that, we don't check ourselves when it comes to we shouldn't be treating Black Latinos this way, or Black people in general this way, because
Come on.
they're right there in our community. They're right there in our society.
Can y'all stop calling people who are not born in America black? Black is a
Hey, wait.
You
European.
can't say that. That's ignorant
You
as hell
mean
to
African
say.
Hey, hold on,
American?
Yeah.
Because they
wait.
black.
Hold on, wait. Let
Hey,
me hold
cut
on.
that
Slow
out.
down,
Cut
slow
that
down.
out.
Black.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. I see brother Jesse X in here, and I'll be honest, I've never seen a Mexican or a Latino member of the Nation of Islam. So I want to salute to you, brother. I just gotta ask, how did you get in the nation, man?
Yes, sir. As far as myself coming to the nation, my mother was an activist for the what do you call it? The farm workers union, which is mainly Latino Mexicanos. And she took me to go see Brother Khalid Abdul Muhammad in Houston back in '99. And it took me some time finding myself, but after I had my fourth daughter, um, that's what I heard some lectures from the minister and Let Us Make Man,
Yeah, well,
describing as far as man, as far as Latino, Hispanic, Black,
oh shit.
all the original people, and how we need to come together. That's what brought me to the nation, and that's what I continue to strive for, working together as far as the original family and bringing
Absolutely.
us
So,
together.
so, so the question I got, brother, is, what is your thoughts on the subject?
As for me
Love
myself,
is love.
I don't, I do not use it, even though my father is a black man and my mother's a Latina from Mexico, from Zacatecas. That's it's it's something I still hate for our people to use, regardless of who or what. It's just even my children. Yes, their mother is black from Baton Rouge, from descendants of other slaves, I even teach them, don't use it. Yes, concerns people from where they're grown from the South or whatever, use the term endearment, but don't use it. Let's take it out of the whole equation.
Absolutely.
Don't use
Hey,
it.
but
Jesse,
I
real
want.
quick, a question.
Okay,
Yes.
go.
Have you ever heard the term adelanta la raza?
What the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
Okay, so
Yes.
that means
Yeah.
Yes.
marry
Syllables.
somebody your complexion with a fine nose, with straight hair, with a chiseled chin, opposed to a black person like me. And I
The
don't care what
Eurocentric
anyone says,
features.
I am black. To everyone else, other than African Americans, in Africa, you take me to Africa, oh, you black. Yes, you take me to any South American country, I'm black. You take me to Brazil, I'm black. It's just in America where
Do
I'm
you
not black
claim
enough
black
to
on
be black.
taxes? Do you
And
claim
that's
black on your
crazy.
taxes? Or do
Do
you put
you check
Hispanic?
I
black for
definitely
your
do.
race?
I am
Do you check
I
black
Do
for
you
got
your
put
purple
race?
gums.
Hispanic or
Ain't no
black on your
like
Yeah,
I'm
taxes?
black.
Hispanic countries use blacamiento, so you could whiten your family up. That's what they use.
What
What does
does
that
That's
your
mean?
what
What
they
does that
Okay,
used
mean?
to
I got a
do. Like
question. I
for
got a
real.
question. Hold on, wait. I got a question because nobody answered this. Why are you not seeing in the black community, and maybe y'all might have a different experience, and if so, enlighten me. In my personal life, I never seen a Spanish kid coming to. I'm living in Chicago, Illinois. Never seen a Spanish kid come nowhere around us and get no hate. But I
I
gotta
got jumped
wait,
though.
wait,
I
hold on,
got
wait,
hit
wait,
in
hold
New
on,
York.
wait. But I gotta watch my back if I'm walking through Humble Park or walking through wherever. If I want to date a
Little
Spanish woman
village.
or a little village,
That's
what's
true.
fun? Hold on, you know what's funny, man? What's funny is I end up getting plugged and getting uh cool with cats in Little Village because of some rap shit. Oh, some you fuck with you. But if he was like, and the brother said to me, and he was talking about the Inca, the Latin King, all this shit. This man told me like, man, I ain't gonna lie, if you wasn't there, you couldn't come around here, bro. I love you. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they just all start talking that lacka shit and laughing, and we continue to build. But what I learned is it's clearly an issue with black men dating Spanish women in their community. They
It's
hate
about
that.
Bro,
darkening
it's
color.
no
Well,
different
that's
in
Because
because
the
LA
And
because
the
that's
same
I
as
got
black women,
a question.
Spanish women dating black
yo,
Hold
men.
on,
look,
hold on,
look,
But
To
look.
the
the thing
bad.
is,
Hell
hold on,
y'all,
no.
hold on,
listen,
hold
L
on,
listen,
L
listen, listen,
L.
listen,
Just
y'all,
like
y'all,
hold
in
on,
y'all.
hold
Hold
on.
LA,
on, hold
right?
on, hold on, hold
In
on, hold
No,
on.
LA,
hold on,
Mexicans will
y'all.
be racist as fuck, but then
I
they'll
My
think
be
it
my
like,
depends
so
on
brother.
much
where you're
came
Y'all,
from
from.
y'all,
before.
I,
Hold
I
on,
got the
y'all.
answer.
That's very
We
true.
Hello.
got
The
the
L in
answer.
in LA,
LA
Mexicans
is
are
One
very
very
mic.
racist.
You want to
racist.
know
One
why?
I
mic,
got the
y'all.
answer, y'all. I got the
You want to
answer.
I
know
think
why
it depends
black
on where you
people
Okay,
Oh
live.
my
hello. Can
God.
I
don't
can I
have
say something?
Hispanics who
I
come
speak
where
to
you
to
visit
live
you.
doesn't
I
make a
feel
them?
like
difference.
They're not
most Spanish
racist.
women want to deal with a black man, and I'm gonna be honest. I think they should be able to do it, and we should get the blessing from
Big
Spanish
fact.
brothers on that. And if a Spanish brother want to deal with a black woman, I feel like we should give him the blessing on that. That's just
We
facts.
don't need
Them
your
are
blessing.
fine as hell.
But the thing is that like it's really a cultural.
They gonna
Like
do
No,
it
when
it's
hold
regardless.
on,
listen
wait,
because we
when
are
we
all the
hold
He
on,
same.
when
said
you said
It's
we
black
black
don't need,
women
hold
too.
or
on,
it's white in this country.
wait,
That's
hold on,
it.
hold on. When you said we don't need your blessing, what I'm talking about because you want to be ignorant, we're just talking about uh having a safe space where we willing to coexist, not where a person gotta feel like I'm gonna die if I go in this neighborhood. That's what we talk about. So don't be intellectually lazy and say some stupid shit because
People
you want to
are
get
on
some
here
The
brownie
acting
points.
like it's a
question
You
that
joke,
stupid.
and this
Jesse
is
is
Jenna,
really
You
a
know
asking
what?
is
struggle
Can
for some
actually
people in
Jenna,
real
correct.
life.
we
I
got one
type in
question.
profile?
To all the Puerto Ricans, do
The
y'all
thing about
claim
the
black
question
on
you're asking
taxes
is
or do you claim
everybody already
Hispanic?
Can we
knows
hear
It
the
don't
question?
matter if
Can
we
we hear the?
claim black on taxes. It's in our DNA, my brother.
No,
Like,
no,
It
no.
don't
That's who you
matter, bro.
choosing. That's a difference.
It's in our DNA.
That's a
My
difference. No,
grandmother's
no,
black as
no, no,
hell, bro.
no.
What
Answer
are
the
you talking
question.
about?
That's
You
what
gonna say
black
I'm not
is.
black because my
So my
grandmother
That's
Hey,
enslaved
just
can
me?
I
what it
Black
ask?
is
is.
an
People
American
want
Can
to
I
switch
experience
can I
and
answer
mouth.
citizenship
Brother
for,
Al's
because
I
of
question?
it.
ain't,
I just
hold on one second.
wait,
Hey,
Frank, you're
look,
black.
bro. Hold on. Look,
Hey,
look.
Can I
whoever
speak real quick? Because
talking, take
there's one
your
last thing to
phone
I'm
say.
off
getting
the
a
fucking
headache.
take your
Hey,
phone
one
off the
second
shit.
though. 1 second. Listen. This is what I gotta say. Because what I feel like the question that keeps going back and forth too is there a difference between being of African descent and being black? Because I feel like a lot
Yes.
of the divide in the question is that people are saying, well, I have African bloodline to my name, so that makes me black. And a lot of the black people who are African Americans are saying, you niggas ain't African Americans, so you niggas is, yeah, y'all, we all got African descent, but there's a difference between having African descent and being black.
How
Can
we
I
have
say
how we
something?
Because
But you
Africans,
can't say you're black
Africans
than an
hate black
African
people.
that was from the motherland. You're not blacker than the
No,
than
he's
the
trying to
person that
claim
country.
black.
Like you're
What?
accepting
Hold on,
teach it out.
wait, hold on, wait. Hey, hold on, slow up. I want to ask the Latin men in here. Have you ever encountered? Because I really want to know this shit. Have you ever encountered that situation when a black man tried to date a Spanish woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes, sir.
seen it. Yeah, I
Yo,
mean,
brother
I
Al.
see it all the time. I don't have a
Bro,
problem
you
with it.
tripping for real. You
To tell
know
you
that.
the truth.
You really
Bro,
should
all that
Them
is
accents
hate.
can't
Them
get us.
trying to leverage states. They're just trying to leverage their sameness because they hating. That's all that is, bro.
Brother Al. Be
That's
honest.
like I feel like
Can I say
Yo,
something
Like
really
I'm gonna be
quickly?
honest, bro. I got hold on, wait. I
brother
got a
Al.
little. I dealt with it. Hold on, I dealt with it. I got a little cousin on the debate team pre-COVID, trying to go over there in Chicago, if you're familiar, in Humble Park, and they ran his little ass up out of there, and it was
I'm from
just
out
like,
west, Humble Park. Yeah, if you black, you can't go
Yeah,
over
bro.
there.
But it really ain't about race. All it is damn nigga. Don't be trying to hit on my. Don't try to hit on our women, nigga. Say that for me.
Brother
That's
Al.
all
but
I'm
no,
what
that's
that?
a
Hold on,
fact.
but
That's a
hold on,
fact.
all I'm saying, hold on,
They're just trying to leverage their sameness. That's a fact.
All I'm saying is this: is that I know for a fact, bro, that Mexican or not even Mexican, but just Spanish in general, men that come in the black community, bro, we not aggressive towards them how they aggressive towards us in those
Brother
moments.
Al.
Man, that's
Brother
funny
Al.
because
Brother
if
Al.
you're doing
Can
something that hood, they ain't letting you run up in it.
As a Latin man, can I
Hey,
Ania
got something to say.
there's nothing else to it. It's not a
Let
special
the
Mute
lady
the
thing.
speak,
mic.
man.
Black people don't do the racism
Can Ania
to
ask
other
her
countries
question,
to
please?
us.
May I add
So
something?
look, I'm gonna break it down to you because I
Let
already
Nah, we
Ania
know
want to
that
let
the
the
go.
Then
ladies
lady.
Ania
speak.
No,
answer
let
her
Ania
question.
go.
I can
Ania
talk to
go.
ladies.
Let the women talk.
Hey, go, hey,
Moderators, moderate.
go, Aaliyah.
Amen.
No, you have African descent.
African descent.
This is a slave conversation.
Wait, sorry. Did you say that Edward was part of a
I
culture?
can't
Like,
hear. I can't hear Ania. You
Yo,
guys.
relax. Let Ania
Because when Hispanics come to this
Because some of
country,
us
they
like
mix in with
No,
the
wait,
it is a culture.
wait.
It
Hispanics.
is a culture.
Hispanics in the U.S. are not the same thing as Hispanics
She's
in
right.
their home
Let her
country.
finish. She's right. She's right.
Because your
They have
cultures are
words.
Why we so
mixing.
prideful
Your
up in
That's
here?
cultures are
different
mixed.
as
It's
well.
Can
You
I?
can't be Puerto Rican one day and
obviously.
then claim
I
black the
can
next
But
day.
I
they're
I
just a
will say
floor.
Following
That's
back
it.
on
It's
what
just a
DJ
floor.
Hadi was
Moderators,
saying.
please. Moderators, please.
It's following back on what DJ Hadi was.
But if that's the case, Africans shouldn't say it either.
Okay.
Or Haitian
And I mean,
or
black people can claim
Jamaican.
Puerto Rican.
No.
Can
I
black
don't
people
think
claim
no.
Puerto Rican?
Hold on, wait. Truth be told, I know we can't. Hold on, wait. I know we can't
What
police
can I
shit,
say, Mika?
but we. Hold on. Did he? Was that an African that really said some
Y'all
dumb
stop
shit?
playing so much.
It's
Hey,
Friday.
we can't even.
It's
Hey,
Friday.
we can't even police our own.
Wait. I just
We
think
can't
kind
even
of like
police our
real
own
talk,
community.
bro. Hold
So what
on,
makes
wait.
y'all think we gonna police a war? A
Hold on,
word?
wait. Like the brother Vince said, I kind of think, in my opinion, we should just stop using the word completely.
It's a
Okay,
bad
to
word.
God
I
be
Okay,
the
brother
mean,
Al,
glory.
can I talk about
if
the
it's this
animosity?
negative, if it's this negative and it's this controversial, quite frankly, the people who are using it are not using it in a positive way. They're just using it because they got used to it and it literally became cool. The
Yeah,
reason
it's
other
pop
people,
culture,
the
bro.
wait, hear me out. The reason other people are using it is honestly the same reason you're using it. You didn't learn contrary to what the
Exactly.
young lady just said.
people are not learning to use that in their so-called household at the dinner table. They're learning that when they go
Thank
out in the
you.
street.
Thank
You know
you.
why?
Exactly.
Because
So,
wait. Because
Exactly.
it's
What,
cool.
what, what,
They're
what?
using it
Hispanic
because it's
people listen
cool.
to
They
this
That's the
learning it
same
from
reason
y'all,
that's
anybody's
niggas.
black
using it
people.
And
because it's
yo, and
cool.
check it out, yo. I used to do EDM
That girl
parties,
love the
bro. I
top.
swear to God, the white boys be calling each other niggas, bro. I swear, and they say it the same way we say it. They
They
talk
call
and
Exactly.
they
niggas
That's
Yo, brother,
why.
because
Yeah,
it's
which is what
cool.
they do.
They're
Which
trying
is
to
because
say
it's
that
cool.
Facts.
Can
People
I
call
say
each other
something?
niggas.
And the
Say
Asians call the Asians
Does
niggas too.
anybody remember the Malcolm X movie?
Hey y'all, can
Can
I
I
read
say
this
something real
passage
quick?
from the Willie Lynch
Supposed to
letter
do
real quick?
when white people call
Can I
each
say
other white
something?
bro.
niggas.
We
What about
had
that?
too much debate about the Willie Lynch letter. Let's not
let's
bring
let
that
the
up.
women
I just
let's
want to
let
read
the
one
women
passage
Yeah,
real
talk.
can I
quick
No,
and
say
then
no,
I'm done.
something?
don't.
I
Wait,
have
Facts. Let the
something to
women
guys.
say
talk.
as
Let
well.
Let's
this
let
nigga
the
come
women
in real
talk.
Let
quick.
Can
Romika
I
talk.
say something? Can I say something, please? So I am an Afro-Latino, and the idea of asking can Latinos say the N-word is kind of ridiculous because it's like saying can British people say the N-word? It's not about where you're from; it's about your race. If you are black, even if you're not like an African American,
Wrong.
but if you are black, you are able to say the word without people looking at you funny. If you're
But you
not
Hispanics.
black,
technically didn't
if you're not
originate in your
black,
household. Why
How
are you
about nobody say
pissed?
this
I
shit?
do
if
How
you're
not.
about
not
that?
black,
How about
if you're
nobody
not
say
black,
I
this?
don't
Okay,
black,
so the
about
people,
race.
so
black,
the mixed
there's
About
a lot of
race, the mixed
Latinos.
race
can I
Latinos
respond?
There's a lot
She's
of
not
Latinos.
finished. Oh, sorry.
There's a
My
lot of
apologies.
Latinos who look at me and will say the N word, and it's different. We're both Latinos, but you're saying it the way you're saying it. It has a different meaning. It's different. So any white passing Latino, you can't say it. If you're not black, if your father's not black, if your mother's not black, like you cannot say you're not black, and it's
Hey,
wrong.
listen to
And
yo
it's
yo
not.
yo yo yo.
Can I
Hey,
can I
You
real
ask?
quick,
can't
real quick.
copy.
She's
Words
not
don't have
finished. She's not
copyright.
So I
finished.
can't
She's
read this
not
passage.
finished.
That's what I
She's
was
not
saying.
I
finished.
mean, you
She's
Hey,
can
not
say
finished.
whatever you want to say.
The
Just
young lady
know that
wasn't
you might
finished. The
face
young lady
consequences
was
if you say it around the wrong person.
hey,
No,
let
Hey,
Lady
Let
Shadow
your
be
her
in the
race.
room.
finish
It
though.
boils
Lady
down to
Shadow be
your
in the
race.
room. All right,
It
y'all
boils
wanna
down to
listen?
your race. If you are not black, you